It's 4 o'clock p.m. and you know what time it is? It's time for How You Doing Thursday. It's time for that Rojas the Next Level show. So hit that thumbs up and watch the show. And guess what? If somebody tells you to do something, you say, "Get out of here! I'm looking at the Rojas the Next Level show. How you doing?"
Oh man,
It's
Love
funny because
that intro.
we don't usually go live at 4 o'clock, but it's 4 o'clock, so it works.
Yeah, Melinda's in the house.
Melinda,
Where is your man? We need
where's your
him.
man? Where's your woman?
We need him to record another intro because sometimes we've been going live on Tuesdays. So we need him. He's at work. Have him messaging me on Telegram so that way we can get this going. We want to get a how you doing, a new one.
I don't know why that reminded me, but did you hear the beef that Drake's been stirring up lately?
Drake?
Yeah.
No, he's
So-
a Canadian.
Somebody tagged him on social media somewhere and they were shit talking. Like not a celebrity, just a random person.
Mhm.
So instead of responding directly to this hater, he slid into his wife's DMs and then took a screenshot and then tagged her.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
That's
So
funny.
I think that was Instagram, Melinda. Okay, guys. We are live on multiple platforms right now, multiple places, multiple sites. Wherever you are, say hello. That way we could shout you guys out. We're live on the Next Level Tech channel. We are live on the Beyond the Streams channel. We are live on Twitter and all over the freaking place. So leave us a comment, leave us a review, smash that thumbs up, and we'll shout you guys out as we are going. Before we begin the episode, though, make sure you guys do check the description below. We do have a solid VPN deal. We keep saying it. Get protected. Get protected. So get that VPN. What you got?
Can't forget about Buzz TV. Buzz TV has new devices out now. Really nice devices, some good stuff. I was at their head office last night talking to the guys over at Buzz TV. So they are shipping out their new devices now. You can find the codes in our description below if you're looking to get 10% off and stuff like that. But they have some really, really, really good software when it comes to streaming and stuff like that. And what's up, Surgeflix? Surgeflix, you usually catch us on the podcast. I'm surprised you're actually. Oh, is it because we're actually at 4 p.m. on a Thursday? Is that why you're here? Because we're here on time?
Probably.
Have you seen the remotes that are coming with this box? Have you opened it yet?
Release.
Nope.
Dude, the remote is gangster. I'm not. Yo, I want to open this right now and show everybody the remote.
No. Don't tell me nothing.
All right, fine. All right,
I haven't seen anything yet. I just got the boxes, so I'm curious. And you know how it is. I try to open it, and I'm like, oh, cool. Or
so. I don't even know if I should say that. You know, I'm gonna say it off the stream.
Go for it.
I'm gonna say it off the stream. I can't say it on the stream.
Damn it. Okay. So, got a couple people. Next Level's channel. We got Michael Forte says hello to all my sisters and brothers. How are you doing? Luana, hello. Hello, Luana B. We are on now on the Beyond the Streams. We got Melinda. Hi, Melinda. I hope Justin's okay. I need to get Hulkbuster on so that way we could play some more Fortnite. It's been a while.
You played with
what's
them?
up, Roger? Roger Kaiser, what's up, dude? Cyclone says, "Oh yeah, I need some of my BS." We're here all the time.
Hey,
What's up,
Mama.
Mike C? Oralese, Search Flicks, what's up, dude?
Preppy Mama.
What's up, Preppy Mama? Next Level gets too excited here.
I didn't tell you. Preppy
What?
Mama went
Spit it
to a
out.
Stag and Doe.
A what?
And a Stag and Doe. So yeah, I've never been to a Stag and Doe, but a Stag and Doe is like, it's almost like a fundraiser for a wedding. So like people will put on an event and you buy like these tickets and you go into raffles and all the money goes towards someone's wedding, right? So you put it on for you and your friends and stuff like that, and people donate prizes to give away. Well, she won something at the Stag and Doe she went to. A 75-inch TV.
Nice.
So we set up the 75. This thing's massive. It's I know you have an 80-inch or something, but this is a free 75-inch TV is pretty dope.
Yeah, you can't beat that. You can't beat free.
You can't be free. You could try, but it's going to cost you something to be free.
Yeah. What's up, Kiko? What's up, Kiko? Good to see you. Kiko's over there at Next Level's channel.
What's
Yeah,
up?
that's awesome. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. What kind of TV is it? Samsung, Toshiba?
It's the LG Nano.
Okay, nanos are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, nanos aren't bad. Yeah, that's good. No, that's awesome. Congrats.
I might take this Buzz TV box over and test it out later.
I would. So today's topic is Netflix is adding ads. I was like Next Level says, what's up, Stream Wizard? Next Level is like, hey, give me a title for the episode. And I was thinking like Netflix. It's always like try to say Netflix 5 times fast. I'm like, wait a minute, how do we title this? Netflix ads. You know, I'm like, wait, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because then one will be with 2 Ds and one will be with 1 D, and I can't do it.
Then you just start thinking about double Ds, and then you're completely off topic.
Throw some D's on that.
Jeez. What the hell?
Oh man. Oh shit. What's up, Purge? Purge Tactics says
What's up,
cancel
Purge?
Netflix. Okay, so before we get to where we're at now with Netflix adding ads, because Netflix has never had ads. We have Hulu that adds ads, that have ads. I can't with the ads. Hulu's got the ads. HBO Max, Disney Plus doesn't. Some of them do, some of them don't. We know Peacock does, Discovery Plus does. Netflix has never had ads. Dude, you're paying a freaking premium. And it's not even like, oh, it's just $10. No, it's like $20. Justin's in the house.
What's up?
He says, how you doing? Highlight that comment, man. You need to give me like powers to do this shit. Highlight
Powers.
this comment. Somebody needs to write to Melon and say like, hey, we need like a co-host powers. How you doing? I gotta say, how you doing? In the housekeeper, let's go. Next on Rojas time. You dig it? Oh shit. Hey, we need to get your voice again so that way we could record and get you in that thing. I finished seeing Ozark. It was I hope somebody else picks it up. I really do. What's up, Sohail? Good to see you. And Craig, what's up, Donald D. Nice? Okay. So, meant to say house. Okay, so we gotta take this way back, and I know some of us have done this, but I want to get you guys involved in the live chat. Canceled, but Stranger Things is coming back, and now they should. You know what? We have a trick of how to get your Netflix, but not pay for the whole freaking year. There's ways of doing it. Next Level has always come up with like some smart ways of doing it, so we'll discuss that in a second. What's up, Uno Nice? Good to see you. Pien. Netflix is just a lost cause now.
You guys are horrible.
Oh,
It's
shit.
completely changing your sentences. I mean, Justin said housekeeper, so Melinda's probably like, who's our housekeeper? And then the Serge is talking about doors when dope. Well, I don't know. Anyways, but you know, like we've been talking about Netflix for a minute now, and the whole stock market, their investors, and all of the news people lost their mind in April when Netflix reported their first loss of subscribers ever. Right? Ever. And to be realistic, I do want to say they were riding it until the wheels fell off. They probably could have lowered their subscription, the price for it, anytime they wanted. But up until last month, they were still turning a massive revenue. They were still gaining subscribers consistently. Now, I need to put this in perspective. Netflix is older than YouTube. Netflix is older than Google.
Dissect
let
that a
that
little
sink
bit.
in for a
Just
second.
yeah, let
Just-
let it marinate right there, real quick. let it.
So
sizzle.
they've been caking for like over 20 years now. That's what it feels like, but it's not. But I'm just saying, it feels like they've been caking for like maybe 15 years, right? Because I think Google came out or maybe around like 2006, 2005, maybe 2004. So let's say they've been caking for 15 years, 18 years. Their feet are up, and they can raise their prices all they want, and they wanted to know at what point do we raise our prices and actually start losing subscribers? And shit, it took 18 years. That's just a rough guess,
18
right?
years. It took 18 years.
It took 18 years, and it took them to charge $20 a month with millions of subscribers
And millions.
and millions, right? So yeah, I get it. We want to hate on them as much as possible because they've lost a lot of content. Now that's not all their fault because Netflix was never a producer until recently. Within the last 5 to 10 years, they started opening up their own production company and paying people to produce content specifically for their platform. But all the content up until that time frame was owned by other studios that they were pretty much renting out. It was only a matter of time for these studios to come out with their own platforms and take their shit back.
Rohan.
Rohan. Purge says Rohan marinates too much. It's Rojas, damn it. Or right here, Rojowskis.
You'd rather be called Rojowski?
Rather be called Rojowskis than
Rohan.
Rohan. Okay, so
I have a current number for what Disney Plus is at now.
save that for when we get there.
All right.
I'm going to throw this out there. Who here had Netflix back when they were doing CDs only?
DVDs.
Or DVDs, CDs, whatever. Ds. Let us know. Did you have it? And if you did, how many CDs or DVDs, whatever the hell you want to call them, how many DVDs did you have in your plan? I think most of us started off with one. I did go up to the 5 DVD package at one point. I was a 3 DVD member a long time ago. All right, Roger. 3 DVD member. I was a 5 DVD member. So I had so when I was in the Marines, me, 1999. Yes, 4. Richard. What's up, Richard Ferguson? 5. Mail order Netflix never did it. Let's see. I did. Mike Forte had the 5. Cyclone had 3. B. Davey says he went up to 5. Yeah, I had the 5 plan also. So I was in the Marines. So I was going back and forth, between Pendleton and my mom's, Long Beach. I was going all over the place. And I just told my mom, I was like, I shared my account with my mom and my 2 sisters. And I was like, whatever you guys want to get, just get it. It's got to be, so we actually had a queue of all these movies we wanted to watch. I think we had like 300 movies on that list. And so sometimes we'd be like, okay, I'm sending my movie back. I'm going to move my movie up so that way I get a new movie. I never got a movie. It was usually the girls fighting it out, which movie they got. So I just watched whatever the hell they wanted. I subscribed to Netflix when it was $6.99 per month. Now I'm paying about $21 and some change. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
So again, I'm not trying to be pro Netflix, but we also need to understand to a certain extent that inflation affects everybody. Mm-hmm. So, if things are going up 6 to 8% a year, how many years ago were you paying $6.99? Now, yeah.
Here's the thing though. If you want to talk about inflation, I live in California. Things are expensive as shit out here, but we get paid decently. It's not bad. We get paid okay. Some people have to get 2 jobs to pay for a house, but like when I look at perspective, like, okay, gas prices right now, gas is like close to $7 over here. Some places it's like $8. But when you go to like freaking, I don't know, the middle of California, or the middle of the United States, like Missouri, it's like $2 or something, right? Netflix does not change price when you go from state to state. That price is the same across the board. So I get the inflation thing and I get like things will go up and everything, but it's not relative to, you know what I mean? It's not an even playing field. It's just like, cool, this is how much we're charging for everybody. You can afford it, great. If you can't, don't get gas.
Yo, don't even. Gas is killing me right now. Like I'm doing like $300 to $400 probably a week in gas.
Yeah, because you do that to yourself.
I got places to go.
Like I said.
So Octavia
says-
says I'm not leaving them because of the change. I remember when Hulu was free.
Hulu was free, and it was to grab people to come in to check it out. Yep. Purge says he burned about 1,600. 3 DVDs just to burn. Yep, it's
Wow.
crazy. So
I'll take that off the screen. That's self-incriminating.
yeah. So let's rewind even further back before Netflix even boomed. Here in the States, and I think in Canada too, you guys had Blockbuster.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
There was another one called Hollywood Movies. Did you have that?
They weren't that popular. There was like one or two, but like nobody went there.
Okay. So
We had like Super Video 99 as well. I don't know if you guys had that, but
there was a super video. Yeah, there was a super
Yeah.
video. So what did you guys have that you guys could remember before Netflix? Was
It
it
was-
always Blockbuster?
pretty much Blockbuster.
Where
bro.
were
Like,
you renting your VHSs? Where were you renting? Yeah,
it was
where were you,
Blockbuster.
even video games? Remember,
Yeah.
Blockbuster
Yeah.
was doing video games too. What's up,
Yeah,
Octavia? Good to see you.
I rented majority of my video games. Like I bought a couple, but after that,
So let us know in the comments. Leave us a comment. We're getting you guys involved. Where did you guys, before Netflix, was it always Blockbuster? Was it a Hollywood movies? Was it
Super Video 99.
Uncle Video? Was it a Super Video?
Was it Dumbo Video? Wasn't there a Dumbo Video?
Who are you calling Dumbo?
Oh my god, I'm gonna Google that right now. Dumbo
Who the hell? You're the
Video.
Dumbo.
Wasn't there a Dumbo Video?
I don't know about no Dumbo. Donald D. Nice says there's one called Family Video. Uncle's Videos.
It was Jumbo, not Dumbo.
You're the Dumbo. Mom and pop video stores. Mike C. Yeah, there. You know what? In California, there was a grip ton of mom and pop video stores.
Oh, let's take that off the screen. I didn't mean to put that on.
We had Blockbuster and Hollywood and many local owned shops. Many local. You know what's funny is a lot of these locally owned. A lot of them, what they did was when it was that transition between Blockbuster to Netflix, a lot of them started to rent out Redbox,
Yeah, I remember that shit.
the kiosk. What the hell happened to Redbox? Are they still around? Does anybody know if Redbox is around? I remember my sister way back when was like, hey, we're going to go, Blockbuster was down, Blockbuster movies. You could rent Blockbuster DVDs or whatever and Netflix around the same time. And then Redbox was coming out. And I'm like, why would you get Redbox? That's dumb. You got to go to the store, get a movie. And then guess what? Then you got to go to the store, bring it back. I'm like, they ship this shit to you. Why even bother? Redbox is gone. Rest in peace.
Yeah, they're done. 20 years ago they started though.
What's up, Tech in the Bathroom?
What's good?
Tech
Man.
in the Bathroom is in the Next Level Tech channel. Used to have mom and pop's video stores everywhere. Yeah, that's right.
Now you can actually still rent movies at like convenience stores here, at least. Some convenience stores have movie rentals still around.
I don't think I see convenience stores or liquor stores selling DVDs. And I'm just like, is this a bootleg DVD?
If it is, it should be cheaper.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, we don't have. I haven't seen a Redbox over
They're
here.
done, bro. Their
in-
website's done.
Their website's down.
Yeah, the website's down.
Octavia says Redbox is around. Oh, okay. So Octavia still has Redbox. We don't have Redbox at all. Oh, Mike C made a very good point. Local libraries.
Libraries, yeah, they still do rentals, bro.
Yep, local libraries.
And you know what's crazy? I seen a local library renting out Nintendo Switches.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even just videos; they're actually doing games now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and back in the day, you could rent Blockbuster. You could rent consoles back in the day. I don't know about now, but no, Blockbuster not around anymore. But yeah, used to rent consoles. B. Davy says, "Aren't DVD players becoming obsolete though?"
DVD players, but Blu-ray
Slowly.
players are not. And I think that, yeah, probably a lot of people don't actually own a standalone Blu-ray player, but a lot of people still have Blu-ray players in their house, believe it or not, because
Mhm.
they're hidden in your PlayStations and they're hidden in your Xboxes.
Mhm.
So if you wanted to get the absolute best quality, then you could go out and buy a Blu-ray, and you don't have to fight with buffering, you don't have to fight with streaming, and because a lot of times with these services, they'll throttle the quality depending on your connection, either depending on your internet connection or their server's speed, right?
Mhm.
So if you wanted to see something in the absolute best quality, then you still could.
And I don't think they're gonna get rid of DVDs yet. I think it's if anything, what they should do, and I know I hate to say this, but what DVD should have done back in the late 90s when they were going those micro DVDs, they should have invested in that type of technology so that way you don't have to carry this big old frisbee around. It could just be a lot smaller. Hey, Shrink and Sharon, good to see you. You can get books, movies, computer games, and from more of your local library. Yep, that's right. I have a 4K and a 3D Blu-ray player, and I have to say, does anyone buy 4K movies? I do. Anytime, actually, you know what? I haven't bought them in a while because I'm still in the hunt for a couple things. But I have an interchangeable 3D TV. I can make any channel 3D if I want, or if it's native 3D, then it's incredible. But I buy all my Marvel movies. All those Marvel movies, I buy them in 3D. So if I want to watch it, I have it there, and it gives me a standard version and the 3D version. I have my glasses. So there's two types of glasses. You could do your active or inactive. Inactive means the glasses. Is it the glasses? Yeah, the glasses just do the one's one color, one's the other color. It's like a gray, light gray, whatever it is. Active 3D is when there's a battery in there, and then as soon as it picks up that it's a 3D thing, then it switches over to that mode. Those are active, so your eyes don't do the work. Pretty cool though. But I still have my DVD player, and here's the thing too: Xbox, PlayStation, they're Blu-ray players. A lot of people do use them. They do use them as a DVD player. I still have 3 DVD player for future. Pick me 3. Luana. Yeah, I still buy movies, but I still buy movies.
Purge Tactic just sent me an Excel spreadsheet of his physical collection of movies. Like he has it all categorized by category, and he's got, I think, close to 1,400 physical movies in his collection. I'm like,
That's
bro,
nice. I got about 2K.
it's insane. Like I could never.
I have a binder. So what I did was I took every single DVD out and I categorized them in the binder, comedy, horror, whatever, and I took out the cover of the DVD and I cut out the square, and then I put it in the sleeve with the DVD. So if the DVD is missing and it's only the cover, I know the DVD is out somewhere. The only ones that I don't have in a book, and I have 2 of those huge binders, 1,000. It's like Yeah, I think it's like 1,000 each or 1,200 each. But I also have a buttload of 3D DVDs that I left them in the cases, and then I have them in a shelf, in a closed shelf, and I have a couple hundred of those things up there. So, yeah, Rojas. Uno Nice says, Rojas, yeah, I have a DVD player. It's called Xbox Series X.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not a DVD player; it's a Blu-ray player.
It's a Blu-ray, but I have not used the disc driver on it yet. Mind you, I don't buy any discs. I stream and use, and most of us do. Most of us stream everything or USB stick everything. So yeah, it's just depends on you. I stream just about everything, and you know what? Because Disney is doing that whole IMAX experience at home, like. I'm tempted of maybe not buying DVDs anymore. The only thing that's holding me back that I'm still buying them is they don't give it to you in 3D. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
So after Blockbuster and Netflix were duking it out. I think Netflix kind of took over that thing because you were able to get those DVDs mailed to you and it didn't cost you anything extra. It was like they gave you the sleeve, you put it back in, and then you put it in the mailbox and already had a self-posted stamp. And then Netflix started the whole thing of streaming. They started putting that library together and putting it up there so you can get an app and just stream it. Now the quality wasn't that good. You know, it took them a while to get there, but Blockbuster went bye-bye as soon as that happened. As soon as Netflix went streaming, Blockbuster disappeared quick. And I mean very quick. I have a ton of old Octavia says I have a ton of old movies, TV shows from back in the day when 99-cent stores sold them. Yeah, they're not even 99 cents anymore. It's like the $1.09 store now. It's ridiculous. So Netflix took over the streaming, you know. Netflix launched the whole streaming platform. And it wasn't that expensive in the beginning either. And I know a lot of people are getting this Netflix and sharing Netflix with everybody and their neighbor. And the streaming wars kind of started. You know what I mean? When Netflix streaming started, Disney did come up with a streaming app way back then that didn't do so well. HBO Max had another streaming service back then that didn't do so well either. What's up, Elias? Elias says, "What's up, dudes? What up? What up?" There was the WWE Network.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
There was
swallowed up.
They got swallowed up. I think they're over in Peacock now. But it was okay. Alexander Cameron, what's up? It says Blockbuster was ace for VHS in the UK. Oh, see, there you go.
It's funny to still see people use ace as a good word. I've been in this streaming community for so long. As soon as I see ace, I think it's bad. Like, go away.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I would say Netflix kind of dominated everything because they had such a huge platform, like right off the go. And then YouTube popped around that same time when the whole streaming started to take off. But they didn't really have what they relied on a lot was content creators to create
Content.
Stories. Yeah. So it was like, hey, here's travel channels are huge. Or here's what's it called? Product review stuff. Comedy skits, pranks. YouTube really, really took off. HBO, Uno Nice says this is like the third attempt for HBO streaming service. Congratulations, they got it right. Yeah, third luck's a charm. HBO went about 3 times, and you know what? HBO is doing it better, but they're still too expensive. I like that they are releasing movies into like theater movies. They say, hey, this month we're showing, I don't know. Of course, it's not going to be Doctor Strange, but like Uncharted, for example, or I don't know, The Matrix. Like it's, they'll show it on the app, which is great. I think that's cool because even if you're charging, let's just say $20, you could be, and you really wanted to watch that movie, but you don't want to go to the theater, you could just watch it at home, which I think is pretty cool.
I don't think we've ever seen a fail like CNN Plus.
Dude, CNN Plus,
When we said it from when they announced it, we were like, this isn't going anywhere.
Like, this is gonna be stupid.
And immediately at launch, they failed. I've never seen something fail so hard before. But like everybody saw it coming and they just decided to keep going.
Yeah. I don't. But you know what? CNN was also going through a lot of changes at the same time too. And whoever left was the one that had the big vision, and the one that came in, they didn't really push anything. But we knew that was going to fail to begin with. It's kind of and you know what? I think that's what they're trying to do. Everyone's trying to be like, ooh, let's, like, they're doing it, we should do it. They have all this money, we should have all this money. It's just like, dude, you're not Disney, you're not Netflix, you're not Hulu, you're not, they need to bundle it. Didn't HBO Max bundle with somebody? Was it Discover?
I don't know who. HBO.
I know several companies started to combine. So while he's looking that up, how the hell did we get to now Netflix creating or adding ads? Even Quibi lasted longer than CNN.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Quibi's still going with what's it called? Roku Originals. Quibi's still around.
Came out with a bundle, I think yesterday or today too. So Roku's bundling with shit too.
Yeah. So okay, so where are we at now? Netflix came
Warner
out.
Media. HBO Max bundled with Warner Media.
There you go. They're saying, yeah, Discovery Plus, Paramount, and CBS. Yeah. Was Peacock meant to be this big for NBC and also show the footy as well as movies and things? I don't know. Maybe. So I think what started to happen was Netflix was dominating everything so hard, like hardcore. And the very first thing that was actually competitive to them, and this was like, okay, these guys are competitive, and people were either one or the other. Some people did have both, but they were like, either one or the other, which was Hulu. Hulu came out, and it was a direct competition to Netflix. They're doing the same thing Netflix was doing, just a little bit cheaper. And they came out free at first, and they did have an advertisement. And then later, once they started adding more stuff, they started to put a price tag on it, saying, cool, less advertisements, but it's going to be for a price now. And Hulu was competing against them. Oh, we're not getting into the gaming cloud thing. No, we're not going to do it. That's a whole other topic. We can go forever on that. Gamefly and all that crap. I don't even know if Gamefly is still around. They dominated when they had Marvel movies, then lost customers. And you know what? They were actually losing customers before that to Hulu. When they lost a good dip, Disney Plus announced their thing and said, Disney Plus said, and you know what? I want to say that Disney Plus had another app in the UK. It wasn't called Disney Plus. It was called something else. And what they did was, I did Gamefly for a minute. It wasn't worth it. Yeah. You have to be like a serious gamer to make Gamefly work. Because if not, it's too expensive. But you had the WWE Network that came up, and they did really good right out the gate. Really, really good. Disney Plus came out several years ago, and they said, "Hey," they were part owners of Hulu, and said, "Why don't we just bundle this thing? We already own ESPN. Why don't we just do all three of them?" Smart buy from Disney. Yeah, Elias, smart buy by Hulu to combine with ESPN and Disney. Exactly. What's up, G Torres? So when all of these little companies were like, "Hey, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this," the one biggest thing that they weren't doing anything yet because they didn't know how to do it is live TV stuff. Donald D. Nice just posted Sling TV. That came out later though. And then Sling TV, and they had like two different versions of Sling TV. They have YouTube TV going on right now. Hulu is adding live TV. Like there's several things that are like adding live TV stuff. I don't care for Hulu. Octavia says, I don't care for Hulu, Disney Plus, Apple Plus. Apple Plus is good though.
It is. It actually is.
Yeah. Apple Plus is killer. Their original shows, it's killer. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I made an attempt and said, "Hey, you know what? Let me just try." I think I did Ted Lasso first, and I was like, "Dude, this is really good." And then I was like, "Let me try the morning show," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is really good."
Morning Show had like some of the most traffic out of all of the streaming apps.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you can go to places like torrentfreak.com and they talk about like the most trending movies and TV shows. Morning Show is always up there. If you frequent those kind of websites like torrents and stuff, you'll see it is very, very high traffic for Morning Show.
Yeah. And they have, Elias says their 4K is awesome. So we have some services that are charging cheaper. Some services that are charging about the same as Netflix. Some have ads, some don't have ads. Some of them don't really care for ads because they'll have some live TV show and there's already commercials during those live TV shows. So they really don't care for ads because it's already there. Netflix, I think, has shot themselves several times in the foot. I think the first biggest thing that they did was when they started to price things more. When they said, "Hey, we're going to introduce this new tier. You could add another connection, or you could get 4K now. And we're going to charge you $20." And they slowly started to get there, you know? That's a good comment. I think people just want to pick and choose what they want to watch nowadays. I don't think people really care about live TV unless it's sports, I'm guessing. If you're a sports fan, yes, but there's a lot of people that like to watch like reality TV and they want to watch it live. Again, I reference my sister. I like to pick on her, but she she'll be like, "Oh my gosh, we're watching The Bachelor. Everybody come over to my house." And they're watching it live. You know, it's girls love to watch certain reality TV shows. So
That's true.
Sports thing is more of men. Women do like the sports thing, but I wouldn't say people don't like to get live TV for other things than sports or local news.
I don't think it really matters who you are. There is still content that's live and relevant to you. Everyone's different. Everyone likes to watch different stuff. So,
and G Torres makes a great point. Says the thing is that if you add up all the streaming services, it almost equals as cable bill. Here's the thing, though. Here's the difference. If you absolutely add every single streaming service out there. And you know what? Let's break it down. Let's just say you're like, I want Hulu, Disney, and ESPN, $15. We'll do the math. You have a calculator there, Next Level?
sure.
Okay, $15. I want Netflix too. So that's another $20.
It's 25, 50, 35.
Where's your calculator? I know you didn't have a calculator.
35. 35.
Okay, how much is Peacock? Does anybody know how much Peacock is? I want to watch my WWE. How much is my Peacock? How much is my Peacock? Oh, by the way, I do get National Geographic in my Disney Plus, so I'm good. I'm good with
$5 a year, $5 a month.
Okay, so add that to my
40
monthly bill.
bucks.
Discovery Plus has a lot of stuff. They have your AGTV. They got your Property Brothers. I think that's like $6.99, $7 a month, something like that. He's counting. He's using his fingers, guys. Don't worry, he got it.
I'm trying to find the price. You know it for sure?
I think it's like $6.
Is it? I don't know.
I think it's $6.99 for Discovery Plus. I got a thing that says, "Do you want Discovery Plus for free?" I'm like, "Wait, what? Discovery Plus
$5.
price
So it's 45. We're at 45.
$5?
Yeah.
Okay, $5. Okay. Okay, so right now I have
Oh, they have 2 tiers. So one is $4.99, and then there's an ad free for $6.99. So
$7.
$7. So 47.
Yeah. Okay. What am I missing?
Channels. Where's your live TV?
Hold on. I don't want to get to live TV yet. I got my sports with ESPN, Netflix, Hulu. I could pretty much just about everything, and then with Disney, just about everything now. I got my Marvel, my all that stuff.
G-Tor says Paramount.
How much is Paramount? Yeah, I want my Paramount, and I want my HBO Max too, because HBO Max has the live TV show, has the free movie and theater month or whatever. Watch, we're gonna get. I'm giving you guys like everything you absolutely need. HBO
10.
Max. HBO Max is 10.
No, Paramount Plus is 10.
Okay, Paramount Plus is 10. What about HBO Max?
So wait, we're at 47?
Are you adding this now?
Are we doing, did I miss something before the 10?
I don't think so.
No, so we're at 57.
57.
And then
okay.
you want HBO Max?
I want my HBO Max because they have the movie.
That one's 15.
Okay. Okay, so as of right now, I have
72.
all my sports covered. I have DAZN.
Oh, yeah.
How much is DAZN? Or you know what? Let's do DAZN and let's do
Fubo.
Does Fubo does it?
Fubo is good too. Fubo is good for sports.
Okay, let's do Fubo then. How much is Fubo?
So DAZN is 20.
Okay. And I think I want to say UFC is going to be with ESPN Plus.
Yo, Fubo's got a bundle.
How much? Just
So
give me the
you
damn
can
price.
you can get Fubo TV, which includes Showtime, Stars, Epics for $20 a month.
Okay, add it. $20 a month.
So which one you want me to add? Fubo or does it doesn't?
Fubo, because it'll cover my boxing.
All right.
Okay, now what do you want to do? Sling? Do you want to do YouTube TV?
Really depends on your channel lineup, though.
I just want something that I'm going to be able to get some of my sports, some of my local favorites, some of my favorite, like, you know, TNT, that kind of crap. And then they'll probably cover like basketball, football, like as the season goes around. Both of them will do either Sling or YouTube. So what's the price? And I know they do have different bundles, Sling, but again, you could switch back and forth and the price is the exact same thing. Doesn't sound like cutting the cord. Hold on. I'm still gonna show you like the difference here. How much is it for YouTube or Sling? Which one are you looking up? I'll look up the other one.
$65 for YouTube TV.
Holy crap. That's expensive.
And
Sling's 35? No.
Yeah, Sling is $35,
$50.
but it also
a
has
month.
a $50 plan. There's different plans.
Okay, so look, Sling, if you want both plans, orange and blue, which gives you entertainment, news, NBA, families, so sports and all that crap, $50 a month. So how much? So add the $50 a month instead of doing YouTube TV, because it's
You're
going to
not
give
going
you
to
the
go with
same
YouTube
thing.
TV?
No, let's go with Sling, because you
All
can
right.
do both Slings.
All right.
How much?
You're at 142.
$142. Okay, so you are now paying roughly about the same as you would do with cable, except there's a major difference.
You actually do get a lot more. And I still think you're paying a little bit less because, yes, cable, the basic package might be cheaper, but you're not getting unlimited access to all of this stuff whenever you want it.
Exactly. Now, if you went the cable route where you're like, hey, I want to go through Time Warner or Cox Cable or whatever the hell is out there, $142. Yeah, $142 US now, and you have everything, all the apps out there. Now, I know there's a couple of them, like I know Dino says, what about Apple TV? We were talking about YouTube. The thing is that you could say, like Next Level has said this before, hey, you know what? Ozark is done, and I was watching Ozark. I can cancel my Netflix this month because the morning show is going to start next month. I could just switch over to Apple TV. You could cut one app to switch over to the other one. The thing is that you have an endless amount of movies, TV shows, sports, news, family, live TV for less than $150. If you went the cable route, you would pay a hell of a lot more.
There is a couple other nuances that I think we need to mention.
Mhm.
The options in which we picked, which was Sling TV, we went with Blue, I believe.
The price I gave you was for the bundle, orange and blue.
Right, but that also includes 3 connections. So
There you go.
you can watch on 3 different TVs, whatever the hell you want to watch. If you go to YouTube TV, they actually offer an unlimited connection package, but it ups the price to $85.99. So depending on the amount of TVs, this also might matter to you. If you have more than 3 TVs going in your house, now I don't. We usually only have one going at a time, but hey, to each their own. Then that might also determine which package you go with.
Yep.
Now, Hulu with Live is $70 a month, and it only allows you 2 connections.
Yep.
Eddie G's like, that's too expensive, 185 Canadian. But, what we always say is, yeah, that's kind of where it's going, but it doesn't mean that you need to pay for all of these subscriptions every month. You pay for what you need.
Elias says $150, just basic cable with hardly any sports channels. Not the route that we did. The route that we did covers all of sports. You get every single sport possible imagined. You want it, it's there. So we have to take a step back because some of us peoples have been very oh, well, I was going through the Cody route, I was going through this route, I was going through that route, I was going through these other routes, and I cut my cable and I wasn't paying for that much money. I was paying over $300 for my cable. I had my HBO, Showtime, Cinemax. I had all the movie channels. And then whatever sports season we were in, NFL Sunday, cool, then I'll do that. NBA, do that. NHL Center Ice, do that. Every time there's a season of sports, pay-per-views, the WWE, WrestleMania, whatever it is, like I would have to go and pay for so much stuff. I was paying over $300 a month to get what I wanted. My name is Crime. Crime don't pay. Yeah. Octavia says, me too. On cable, over $300 a month. And that's to cover everything. So when you look at it and put it into perspective, you can get everything that you got for cable plus a hell of a lot more for half the price. And again, and here's the thing, are like all the apps, actually, next level, do me a favor. Can you name every single app that we put on that list that we were going to pay for? Try to name them. Here's a test.
Netflix, Disney Plus, Paramount, I can't name them.
Come on, man.
There's a lot.
Hulu, ESPN,
ESPN,
Peacock, HBO
right?
Max.
HBO Max. Then we had our lives, which was we went with Sling and something.
The Sling bundle. Did we add? I think we added Dazen.
We added Fubo, but Fubo and Dazen's the same price. You can pick and choose which way you want to go.
So we're giving you guys about 10 apps. Octavia says hello.
Hello.
17 Patterson says there's no way I'm paying $300 a month for entertainment. I'll continue to pay $14 for Prime Video. Prime Video didn't exist 20 years ago. So to get everything that we have today, you'd be paying about $300 a month. That's what some people were paying before all this stuff was around. He didn't write them down. G Torres calls you out. He didn't write them down.
I didn't write shit down. No, I'm trying to figure out how much cable is in my area, and on the website, it just keeps taking me to bundles. I don't want bundles. I just want TV. How much is
like,
TV?
no. You're gonna get the bundle if you like it or not. So you could get 10 streaming apps. So like think about this. Everybody who's listening out there right now is probably not gonna get Disney Plus, let's say. Probably not gonna get Hulu or Paramount or HBO Max. They might be like, you know what? I'm happy with my Netflix. And if I can get like a Peacock, and if I can get my Sling, if I get my whatever, okay, now you're well under $100. So if you're going full legit on cutting the cable, you could save a grip ton of money. So why the hell is Netflix doing the whole advertisements now where they're going to add ads in their apps? Why?
He called you Rojo.
What's up, Rojo? Well, Rojo means red. Rojas means red also. Exception says
because you're Rojowski.
What up, Well, at least he didn't say
Rohan.
Rohan.
It's because you're Rojowski. That's the short form. That's funny.
I changed my name here to Rojowski's for the show.
That's
He
funny.
says, "Oh, I get what you're saying, Rojo. I don't have disposable income like that, and if I did, I wouldn't spend on commercials." Right. Nowadays, we're living in a completely different world where you don't have to pay over $300 to get everything that you want. What we're saying is you could spend half of that and get everything that you want way more than if you were to do it the $300 way. But here's the thing. Should we worry about Netflix adding ads and be nervous about other streaming apps doing the same crap? And here's another question. Are they going to add these advertisements to the Netflix app and keep the exact same price?
No, they can't. They can't keep the same price. There's no way.
Do we have a confirmation that they haven't?
Dude, this wasn't even a public announcement. This was an announcement they made to their employees.
Yeah. and yet it's hit the public.
Their employees were like, "F this shit, we're leaking it everywhere."
They're like, we quit.
They were probably live streaming it in the conference, like, look what they're trying to do. Look at this.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Yeah,
If Netflix adds this, or like in their packages, because they have like I think it's like 3 different packages that they have. Now they're gonna like right now they're overcomplicating things. You can't do more than 3. They're making it complicated now. So instead of keeping it complicated, I don't think they're gonna change the price of stuff. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna say, cool, everybody who's got the bottom tier at 480p on your phone that's paying $9.99 a month, we're throwing in the advertisements if you like it or not.
That's crazy.
I don't see them doing it like, oh, let's do a $5.99 deal.
It's crazy because when we think about these things, initially we want to and what we want, but that's not how it's gonna go down.
That's not
how it's gonna go down. Like in our heads, we're like, oh, we could see them doing, a $6.99 package with advertisements, and that'll be a new bundle. I mean, that would make sense if it was $6.99 and it had advertisements, and you did 2 connections, 1080p.
Nope, they won't.
They won't do it.
I don't want to hear what you want.
Exactly. But that's where we go initially. That's where we go, right?
619 saying, did you say 480p or 480k? No, 480p. Their bottom tier, I think their bottom tier doesn't even tell you what definition it is, but it is 480p. That mobile app that they have is 480p. When you're like, oh, I will have a Formula device. Formula doesn't have a deal with Netflix. Neither does Buzz TV. Neither does some of the MeetCool. Neither does, there's a lot of devices out there that are big. Freaking B-Link. There's a lot of really good devices that do not have a deal with Netflix. They might have Google certified, but that doesn't mean anything. You need a Google certified and Netflix certified are 2 different things. You will have a 480p version no matter what. And from what my understanding is, if your remote on your TV does not have a Netflix button, guess what? What you're watching is not 4K. It might not even be 1080p. So go look at your TV remotes.
Here's the craziest thing about all this. Here's the craziest thing. There are more and more legitimate places to stream content for free than ever before. Legitimately, right? And the thing that drives me crazy is that we can no longer tell people about it on YouTube. I can't even make videos on YouTube telling people how to watch legitimate movies on YouTube through their own platform without YouTube giving me a strike.
Mm-hmm.
That's the craziest part. Like, one of the best services out there for free shit to me is Plex.
Plex.
The amount of free content that you get from Plex blows my mind. Like, I'm talking live channels and movies and TV shows that you can get for free. Now, just like we say for everything else, like we've been going for an hour now, so I'm going to say it. If you want to save money, then you have to be organized and you got to plan your shit out. I don't care if you got to do spreadsheets, whatever the hell you got to do. You got to plan your shit out saying, listen, this month, these are the things that I really want to watch. So what do I have to pay for? And what out of that stuff can I get for free? Where can I stream it? You have to organize your life if you really want to save money. Because I don't think there's anybody in this day and age that doesn't watch any streaming content. I don't care who you are, you watch some form of streaming content, right? And it's becoming more and more difficult to easily, put those 2 words in a sentence, easily and legally watch it for free. because everything's been split into multiple apps and multiple platforms that you have to organize your life in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Can
Yeah.
you get away with budgeting yourself $100 a month for streaming live shows and movies? For sure. Can you get a buttload of content? Damn right you can, but you have to pick and choose what you want to watch for that month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want your 619 says YouTube is a great platform for free stuff. Psych. You can get a lot of free stuff on YouTube.
You can.
There's
can.
news, dude. Actually, you know what? Every morning, the next day, Octavia says, "Say it again, next level." I'll let him say it again in a second. every day, the next day in the morning, when I jump on my treadmill, I'm doing my workouts in the morning. For the last couple weeks, we've been in the NBA playoffs. I go to YouTube and I pull up the highlights of it. I pull up the highlights of Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, like all the guys that get together and they talk about it after the show, and it'll be like a 30-minute segment or 45-minute segment. No commercials, of course. And I just watch it on YouTube. I'll that's what I'll do. I'm like, as soon as the game's over, I'm shutting off my TV, go to bed. I want to hear the analytics, but I'm too tired to stay up another, like until 11 o'clock at night to hear what they're saying. And that's what I do in the morning. TNT, Elias. Yep. All right. Say it again, next level for the people.
No, I honestly do think that maybe that's good content. Maybe it's almost like we need to do a video at the beginning of every month saying, hey, my $100 budget streaming content consists of these platforms because for this month, these are the bangers. It's up to you guys to determine what the budget. I'm putting this out for everybody. Everybody's going through the same kind of society strains economically when it comes to our finances. Like everybody is struggling these days. So it's up to you to determine what is your budget for streaming content. So once you understand on a monthly budget what you're willing to pay, then you have to determine on a monthly basis what streaming services that consist of. If your budget is $100, then okay, what does that $100 look like from month to month? And you got to plan ahead. It's not like you don't know what TV shows and movies are coming out for the next month. A lot of times we know 3, 4, 5, 6 months in advance when these shows are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you know what? I want to give a shout out to Amazon. I really do. Because they're actually sending out emails right now. I don't know if you guys have gotten them, but I'm starting to get emails from Amazon. And they're literally telling me, hey, we know that you have Amazon Prime, but it looks like you're not using these services.
Mm-hmm.
You should check them out. They're free because you pay for them. And I think it's about time that Amazon really started pushing people to use their free tier services that are included in Prime.
And I've done several videos of like, hey, did you guys know you have all this stuff included with your Prime membership? No extra cost.
Yes, Tubi TV is great, and it's not from TDUK. He does talk about it a lot, but Tubi TV was in my file link from like 5 years ago. It's always been there. It's a great platform. It is ad included as well, but a lot of the free stuff is. Same with Plex. Plex has ads.
Yeah. So we want to wrap this episode up with what could possibly happen if Netflix is truly doing the advertisements across the board. I don't know if it's going to be with every single tier level they have. I know I think Hulu it is. I think Hulu, even if you pay the most expensive tier, you get a little bit of advertisements. It's very, very little because there's some advertisements that they just cannot get rid of if they have certain shows or whatever it is. But I think I know Disney Plus doesn't have any advertisements at all. But I think if Netflix succeeds, I know Netflix has been losing subscribers, and I think I saw an article too recently that they said, no, don't leave. We're not leaving yet. Not leaving yet. I know this is a great combo. Not leaving yet. Netflix will go down to $2.99 with ads. I doubt it.
Yeah, hell no.
Hell no. I seriously doubt that. They won't. If they do, it's in India. It won't be in the United States. It'll be in some other country, in Timbuktu. But so I missed them all. So
Octavia, there still is an app out there. So if you're part of the Android TV Tips Telegram group, there is an app, and you can actually request if you want things added to it. Just say.
So they had this article recently that said Netflix lost a lot of subscribers. Like it and it was with a very short period of time. We started this episode talking about that Netflix reported a loss in this quarter, and Disney Plus. Well, actually, I shouldn't say Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that it was within Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN, but I think it was Disney Plus. So don't quote me on it. But they gained a grip ton of subscribers recently, like within the last month. And it wasn't like, oh, they just got a couple 100,000. It's like, no, they got millions of new people. They didn't open up a new territory. They didn't go to a new country. Oh yeah, IMDb is a good one.
I like huge shout out for that, because there is some originals that are being put in here that are blowing my mind. And I'm not even just talking about some indie stuff either. Ryan Reynolds has movies that are solely being released on this application. So if you guys don't know about this, you need to check it out. And it's on every Fire Day.
That's a whole different episode that we could do on legit free apps that you can get that people don't know about. You know, but we need to wrap up this convo though about this. What do you guys see? And Elias says it's 200,000 members. Netflix lost. It was more than that. It was a lot more than that from what I read. And Disney added like millions of people. If Netflix succeeds, and I kind of feel like they're going to lose people. Like they're going to lose a lot of people if they start seeing this advertisement. But I also feel that they might get a lot of people that will upgrade to a higher tier, so that way they don't see this advertisement. Because I almost think that they have the majority of their people paying a cheaper version, like, you know, the cheapest or one of the cheapest. I don't see a lot of people paying that $20 fee. Who here, and I'll ask this for everybody who is listening to us, leave us a comment right now. Who here pays for Netflix at the highest tier level, the $20 tier? Who here does? I don't have Netflix, period. I haven't had Netflix since the DVD times. Next level, I don't think you do either. When's the last time you had Netflix? Since DVD?
It was a long time ago, bro. I don't even know.
So probably since the DVD eras.
Probably since then. Like, I don't even.
So Octavia does pay. Octavia raise her hand. She does pay for the highest tier level. Anybody else out there? We got about 50 people watching, almost 50 people watching. We got one person. So Octavia, my question is for you. I got a question for you on that high tier, on the highest tier. What if you saw an advertisement pop up? Not consistently, but let's just say you're watching a movie and you see a quick little 10-second thing saying like, ooh, Samsung's new S22 Ultra now in Moon Knight color. I don't know. Moon Knight gray. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? The new iPhone 14 is out. It's a quick little 10-second thing. And you'll only see it in the beginning of a long movie or every other TV show episode. Would you keep your Netflix? Going down to the bottom tier. Octavia says, and I'm gone. Going down to the bottom. I would probably be pissed if I did see something like that too. I would be mad. But you know what I could also see happening though? Septian says I canceled my service in March with the price hike, and that's what people are doing. As soon as every time Netflix is doing some kind of addition, they're losing people. Can you see every single streaming app? Next level, I'm asking you. Can you see every single other streaming level? Every streaming service and every tier level, whatever that is, do what Netflix is doing if Netflix succeeds or not.
Yeah. I could.
Disney Plus.
Like we say it all the time, Disney Plus is the best value. When we say as a consumer that a company or a service is offering us the best value, then what the company hears is we can raise our price and they're going to be okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've asked you this before. At what price point would Disney Plus have to raise it to for you to consider being subscribed to it anymore? Because like you really have to sit there and think, if you are a Marvel nerd, at what price would you stop paying for Disney Plus? If you are a Star Trek nerd, no, Star Wars, at what price would you stop watching your Star Wars? If you are, what else is in there? There are some big studios, Pixar, Disney, like all of that stuff. Would it be $25 a month? Because I still think there's value at $25 a month.
For me, I think I would start thinking twice once it gets to that $20 mark.
Yeah,
that would be the max
100%
for me.
But you
At that
probably
point-
still pay it.
I would probably still pay it at $20.
Right.
Once it goes beyond that, I might. And you know what? I'll even say this. If Disney Plus kept the exact same bundle, because remember, their bundle is $15 right now with Hulu, ESPN, and Disney Plus. And within ESPN Plus, I'm holding three apps or three fingers right now for the three apps. Disney Plus also has, of course, their Disney related stuff, Pixar, Disney originals, but they have Star Wars, Marvel, the National Geographic, and all Fox Studio stuff included within the Disney Plus app. You get a lot of stuff within the Disney Plus. Even if you're like, I'm not much of a Disney fan, cool. You have everything from Fox Studios in there. Even if you're not a Marvel fan or a Star Wars fan, you have all of Fox Studios in there, which is a lot of stuff not related to Disney whatsoever. Not even close. So I would say at $15 with that bundle, if they decided to add a commercial, I would still pay it. I'll be like, whatever, I'll sit there and watch it. I might get annoyed for a second, but in reality, I kind of like commercials because it keeps me in tune on what's happening.
The only reason I used to like watching commercials was for the DC shows, because then they would tell you when there was a crossover and you had to pay attention to certain episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are funny, yo. A lot of the comments in the chat that I was reading, it's like Netflix should change their slogan to happy wife, happy life, because a lot of you guys just got it to keep your wife happy. A lot of you guys. Because, you know, it is true. Like if you want to go and find certain content, it takes a little bit of, effort. And when you're paying for certain content, it's just click and play. So I get it. Sometimes people just want to sit down and watch what they want to watch right away. Netflix is still super easy, and it does have a lot of content. So a lot of people are used to using it for a long time, and people pay for it. A lot of freaking people have been paying for Netflix for how many years for other people?
Yep. Not for long. You're gonna get a bill soon for that. If you start doing that, you're gonna see an additional charge if it goes to a different IP address. Stay tuned for that episode. Searchflake says, "Yeah, I don't mind the Hulu ads. Yeah, I don't mind it either." And Donald D. Nice, that's not true. He says only if you have a family. Fox Studios is not made for families. Fox Studios is the same thing like anything else. They have everything. Disney is made for family, but the Disney Plus app is not made specifically for family. I'll tell you this. If you have kids and if they're watching The Simpsons at the age of 4, I might question, like, wait a minute. I got in trouble when I was watching The Simpsons back in the day because, well, I would do half the stuff that Bart Simpson was doing. And I get in trouble. But
You look
yeah.
like a kid that would watch Bart Simpson and then go do what he does.
Simpson is life. You sound like Danny Rojas. Yeah, for VOD content, I don't like ads at all. I don't mind for VOD content. I don't mind an ad in the beginning. When I do mind a little bit is when the ad is somewhere in the middle, and it's typically when you'll see like a commercial on TV. You'll see it real quick, and then I'll be like, "Oh, come on, don't make me pause for the cause." But then at the same time, I might be like, "You know what? I gotta go to the bathroom." Eat my shorts. Yeah, so I don't know. I Disney Plus just has a lot to offer. What Disney needs to do is they need to add, they have the categories of Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, National Geographic. They got 5 categories right now. They need to put some sort of Fox animation and some sort of Fox movies. I think they're calling it Stars. I think they're calling it Stars for some reason, like overseas. But they need to add those 2 categories. They need to divide Fox Studios. And you know what? Fox Studios is already divided, I think, in like 3 or 4 sections. But that's what they need to do. They need to do an animation section. And then they need to do a, I don't know, whatever. I guess, so they should do animation movies. They should do a TV show section. They should do a movie section. They need to divide it, so because it's too much. Because Fox Studios, when you go, you're like, hey, I want to watch Fox Studios. It's too much. There's too much in there. Hulu is doing that. Are they? I need to check my Hulu then. My sister lets her kids watch UFC when they are not even a year old. Don't get me started on bad parenting. Trust me, I got a picture of my sister telling my niece to go get her a glass of wine. She's 7. Good times. Good times. Oh yeah, I can't stand that when they play the same ad over and over. Yeah, it's like, give me a new ad, man. Why the same ad? Yeah. Cool. What do you got? Do you have anything else? You know what? We're gonna start wrapping it up already because we've been going pretty deep.
I gotta go.
Yeah, we're gonna give you guys. We're doing the last 1 minute call. Anything else that you guys want to throw into the fire with Netflix ads? Post a comment now. What do you guys think? 2 more hours. What do you guys think? Is Netflix doing the right thing? Do you think they're doing this because they're a little bit desperate because they're losing too many people? Elias says yes, Hulu has Fox VOD. I need to get him into my Hulu then. Because Disney Plus does have the Fox stuff too. And what Disney just needs to do is they should probably just combine everything in one app.
That would be nice.
Just one app. If you have the bundle, give it to me in one app.
One app to rule them all.
Yeah. Because typically I just go to my Disney Plus and look for stuff, But in my Hulu, I very rarely go in there. They are trying to recoup their lost money. That's a good point. Netflix is pricing itself out of business. That's another good point. Yeah. Someone should just buy Netflix, like Elon. Elon's trying to save everything. Yeah, it's interesting what Netflix is doing. I still think Netflix needs to bundle with somebody. They need to partner up with somebody somebody and say, hey, Netflix needs to buy somebody out, like CNN or somebody. You know what? We should do an episode on some of the best streaming apps that you can get there, where we break up the prices, the tiers that you get for these apps. Because there's a lot of them. Like, you know, you mentioned IMDb earlier. Prime's a great one. Roku has a lot of great stuff. You know, like let's pull out some apps out there that are pretty good, that are legit, and they're available for you guys. That'll be a good episode. That'll be a really good episode to talk about. And to see if they're available on the Fire Stick. So many people want to know if they're available on the Fire Stick. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll mention some of the best apps and where they're available at its full capacity, 4K, all that stuff. And if it's not, you know, we'll mention it. Hey, this app is not available. You'll get the 480p version. What do you think? Good one?
It would be. Takes a little bit to get that all together, though. We gotta find the time.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. We'll just look up all the apps, see what they have out there, and then we'll pull it up as we're discussing it. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and start it off then. Thanks everybody for coming. We have this is a very, very interesting topic on what Netflix is doing. It sucks that they are going to be adding ads to their app. I don't know what tier it's going to be. I know, you know, as Next Level mentioned earlier, it would be very interesting if they did or it would be nice to see if they added another tier at a pricer, at a cheaper level, you know, $2.99, $4.99, something like that you can get Netflix cheaper with advertisements that might entice people to come back to Netflix. Maybe, I don't know. Some people might be just sick of it all, saying, you know what, I'm done with Netflix, and I'm hopeful that they don't say, hey, guess what? We're going to add advertisements to the current tier system. If you pay $20, you might get one advertisement every now and then. I think they'll piss off way too many people if that happens, if that were to happen. I'm guessing because that price hike that happened a few months ago, they did lose a lot of people. I think what they're going to do is introduce a cheaper deal with ads to try to get them back. At this point, it's all hypothetical, so we'll see. We'll see. Next Level, anything you got to say before we get the hell out of here?
You know what I say, guys. Thank you guys for coming out to another episode of Beyond the Streams. If you guys are watching us on any other platform, be it Twitter or the Next Level YouTube channel, make sure that you also come out and check us on the Beyond the Streams YouTube channel, as well as we have our podcast that comes out 3 times a week. Wherever you are listening to us, though, or watching us, make sure that you leave us a comment or a review so other people like yourself can find the content that you enjoy. Make sure that you also check out the BS Clips channel to find little bite-sized clips of conversations you might have missed. Wherever you're listening to us, notifications on, comments, reviews helps us a great deal. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace out.